What's up and hello everyone! Wow, so we are back today going to be talking about a video idea that we actually mentioned in our Survivor brand new theme ideas, which you should totally check out if you haven't after you watch this video. But basically today we are going to talk about Survivor players who should play Big Brother. So my name is Rachel.
And I'm Alyssa, and one of the things that got us thinking about this theme is, well, there was a lot of things actually, but one of the things was last season on Big Brother, they had a returning player return to the house, but no one knew like that it was going to be Paul who came back, and so everyone just knew that there was going to be a twist, and there was someone who had leaked that the twist was that there was going to be Survivor players who came to play on Big Brother, and I forget who all they said was going to play, but I remember like I watched the first episode of Big Brother because I was like, if there's Survivor players on it, I'm totally going to watch it. But that twist ended up not happening. And then also for this video, like you're probably going to be in the comments like, Rachel, Alyssa, what the heck are you doing? You're only picking really young people. And that's because like Big Brother, I don't remember like a single player on Big Brother being over like 40. Like I'm pretty sure the oldest Big Brother player I remember was like 36 or something. So it's like they generally pick a lot younger players than Survivor. They also seem to pick people who are like conventionally attractive, I guess. And I think part of that is because like part of the allure of Big Brother is like people always end up fucking by the end of it. So it's like
No, yeah, a lot of our like choices for this, Alyssa picked 6 males. We each picked 6 people, 3 males, 3 females that we thought would be good for Big Brother. And a lot of our people, like Alyssa said, are young and attractive because, you know, Big Brother definitely attracts a certain like stereotype of people that want to go live in a house for 3 months. So that is that. I guess we shall get started. Yeah, so at first, Alyssa and I had one of the same people. If Alyssa, you want to talk about Joe Anglim first.
Yeah, so one of the reasons why I picked Joe, at least, like, in addition to being, like, really, like, conventionally attractive, like, everyone's like, OMG, just so hot. Like, I feel like a lot of his allure as a Survivor player was the fact that he was a challenge beast, and I feel like in Big Brother, that doesn't carry you as far as it might be able to in Survivor. And also, people are always like, oh, Joe should go come play Survivor for a 3rd time. And I'm not really into that, so I think that instead of playing Survivor for a 3rd time, you should play Big Brother for a 1st time so that we can all be saved.
Yeah, I put Joe on my original list and then I changed him out for a different person, which we'll talk about. But I put Joe from Worlds Apart and Cambodia because, you know, he was attractive and good at challenges. So I thought that would be good for Big Brother. And then I also thought maybe, you know, Joe, since he is attractive, he could make alliances easily. And I feel like that's one of like the main parts of Big Brother is to win HOH and then to put people you don't like on the chopping block. So I think Joe would do well on Big Brother.
Yeah, I guess this is the point where I should put in the disclaimer. I've never actually watched like a full season of Big Brother. Like the most that I watched was that one episode that I referenced earlier in this video. But I did have this friend who was like honestly obsessed with Big Brother. So like she was always talking to me like, oh, Big Brother did this, Big Brother did that. And I was like, holy.
Yeah, same for me. Let us know, guys, if you want us to talk about Big Brother. I haven't really seen any of it either. I'm starting it now because Jessica and Cody are on The Amazing Race. So I thought, like, might as well watch them on Big Brother and see, like, what all the hype is about. So I am starting to do that. So yeah, I guess my first person on my list for males is Jason from Co-Wrong. If you don't remember him and Scott and Ty were in the alliance with the super idol, and then Ty didn't give Scott the second part of the idol when Scott was voted out. So Jason was that person. I think Jason would be good for Big Brother because he has that sort of abrasive attitude that we see a lot on Big Brother, and he sort of reminds me of Paul from last season of Big Brother. Maybe it's the beard or like something like that. But I think Jason would be really good at confessionals because I feel like everyone on Big Brother for some reason sounds so fake when they go into their confessionals. They're always screaming like, oh my God, so we walked into the challenge and I see 10 things. And I'm like, no way are you this freaking excited 24/7, and everyone's like, ah, screaming. I'm like, God damn. I don't know. I think Jason would be funny in confessionals, and he has a bunch of tattoos and a beard, which seems like a lot of people on Big Brother have those things.
Yeah, I feel like with Big Brother, it's like a lot harder to tell people apart than he does on Survivor because they're not really like organized into tribes or anything. So like one of the things about Survivor is that if you have two similar looking people on different tribes, then at least you can figure out who's who based on which tribe they're on. But no, you can't do that in Big Brother.
Yeah, the beard, attractive, and then tattoos, stereotype on Big Brother.
Yes. So speaking of attractive people, and this is literally what I base most of my picks on is attractiveness. So I'm sorry if you feel like I'm just repeating myself over and over. I kind of feel that way. But Jay Start from Millennials versus Gen X is one of the people that I thought, because he's like also kind of conventionally attractive. I remember at the beginning of Millennials versus Gen X, we called him like Bargain Brand Joe or something like that. But personally, I like him better than Joe because I think he's a better strategist than Joe was. And I'm also pretty sure when there was that like leak that Survivor players were going to end up on Big Brother, Jay was one of the people that was going on. And I was like, oh, I'd watch Big Brother for Jay.
Yeah, I 100% agree. I think Jay goes really well with the whole vibe of Big Brother because everyone is like young. Everyone is sort of like, ah, yeah, dude, like, I'm so super excited to be here, screaming all the time.
All the time.
I think Jay could fit in with that, even if, like, his personality isn't super, like, 10 million all the time turned on. And I think that goes really well with my next pick, which is Devin from this past season of Survivor, HHH. Devin is also very attractive. I think Devin would be good at living in a house for 3 months, and that's what I wrote in my notes. I don't know. I think Devin just has that, like, yeah, bro kind of attitude that would be good for Big Brother.
Yeah, he's kind of got, they both kind of have like the surfer boy vibes that I feel like a lot of Big Brother contestants have, like kind of on accident. So yeah.
Yeah, I think that would be like Jay and Devin sort of fit the same like stereotype, I guess, and both of them are good strategists. So I think those two would like complement each other well, or like different seasons or whatever, you know?
Yeah. And then, is it your turn or my turn?
Your turn.
Oh, wow. Whew. The third and final person that I said was Malcolm Freeberg. And again, this is kind of the same reason as I said Joe. Like, I feel like Malcolm's played Survivor enough times already. But, like, maybe getting him into a new reality TV show would be good. Especially because, like, on Game Changers, we saw that he was, like, kind of seen as a really big threat in Survivor. And I feel like if you're seen as such a big threat right out of the gate, that's when you end up, like, basically, no matter how many times you go on, you're always going to be voted out because even though you've never won before, people always are like, oh, so-and-so is such a huge threat or whatever. So it's like, being on a new reality TV show, people might still be like, oh, he's a threat because he was on Survivor. He knows how to do alliances, blah, 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 blah. But I feel like there's a higher chance that he'd do better on Big Brother than he would on Survivor. And I also just really love Malcolm. So it's like one of those things where I wouldn't mind seeing his face on my TV again.
Yeah, rip Malcolm. He needs a second chance on Survivor after that lame-ass vote out that was Game Changers. So, I mean, yeah, I think Malcolm would be really good. It seems weird because you're always like, oh, the veterans of Big Brother should be voted out, like, at the beginning because all these newbies and then you see the veteran. And even on Survivor when, like, returning players come back, it's like, why don't you vote them out early? It doesn't make sense. But for some reason, these returning players on an all newbie season somehow make it very far. So maybe, you know, even if Malcolm came in as like a twist or something like that, as like, Survivor, great legend, whatever, coming in, people wouldn't want to vote him out because for some reason that never happened. So that would be interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, so because Alyssa and I both had Joe, I switched Joe Anglem out for Nick from Co-Wrong. I was trying to get some different seasons on there, but I really like Nick. I think he was super funny and sort of like a weird, sarcastic kind of way. So I think that would be sort of funny for Big Brother. And he's also very attractive, so he'll fit perfectly in there. And I think he would have really funny confessionals, like bad mouthing the fellow housemates out there.
Yeah, I feel like Nick would be funny, like, even just, like, if they randomly inserted him to give, like, commentary or whatever, like, that would still just be, like, hilarious, because he has a very dry sense of humor, which I really like, just because a lot of people, I feel like, on reality TV shows tend to, like, ham up their humor, because they're like, oh, I need to seem interesting and cool, or whatever. So it's like having someone with a sense of humor that's basically like, I give zero fucks about you in this game would be really funny.
Yeah, and I feel like that would be some good humor because, like we said, everyone in their confessionals sounds so fake. And I'm like, you need someone there that, like, tells it how it is rather than, like, bullshitting the question and, like, talking around the line or saying, like, oh, I love everyone. Ha, 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 ha.
Yeah. I feel like Nick is definitely a good no BS guy.
Yeah, so that rounds out our 6 males. If you guys have any other males you'd want to see on Big Brother, let us know in the comments. Moving on to females. Alyssa, do you want to start?
Yes, I will start. So I'm gonna start with an oldie but a goodie, and I know I feel like I say her name a lot, but Eliza Orlins is honestly like one of my favorite Survivor players, not because she's like a particularly great Survivor player, like, sorry Eliza, but like her reactions on the jury are just so fucking entertaining. And I feel like she would also be one of those people where like she'd give a Big Brother confessional and it would just be like, what are you, like, it would just be so funny and so genuine, just because like I feel like all of her reactions are super genuine.
Yeah, I think that'd be sort of like the same dry humor that we were just talking about Nick.
Yeah. And I feel like also Eliza's one of those people where like she's not super well known for Survivor, I feel like. So it's like I feel like she could still do well on Big Brother if they didn't introduce her as like Survivor player Eliza Orlins. Like, it's been a long enough time since she last played Survivor, and like she wasn't like a Survivor winner or anything, so she could still get really far.
Yeah, so I feel like only like super fans of both like Big Brother and Survivor would be able to recognize her. All 3 of my females are more like under the radar as well. So my first person I have is Jeffra from Cagayan. I think she fits the stereotype for Big Brother so well. She is really pretty and she has that Southern accent, and I feel like a lot of Big Brother seasons have like that stereotype Southern girl. So I don't know. I think that would be really interesting. I would be intrigued to see if Jeffra could play Big Brother. I feel like she might be more in her element living in a house for 3 months. I don't know. I'd be interested to see if she could strategize.
Yeah, I think it's really interesting just because she's one of those people where I feel like we never really got to see that much of her on Survivor just because she wasn't like a super dominant player or anything. So I feel like you said, Big Brother would definitely play more to Jeffra's like strengths.
Yeah, I'd be interested to see like if she can strategize, because I feel like, yeah, she was like in, but there was too many big people from in that season that overshadowed her basically. So
Definitely. So the next person on my list is again someone from Co-Wrong. I think we talked about Yeah, we had someone from Co-Wrong earlier, and that is Liz Markham. And like she wasn't really in Co-Wrong for very long. Like I think she placed 16th out of 18 people. So it's like she didn't do so hot. But she dated Stephen Fishback and she was on the Brains tribe. And I don't know. She's just another one of those people where I feel like we didn't really get to see a lot of her on Survivor. But also I don't think that Survivor was really her like greatest strength. Like it didn't play to her strengths as well, I don't think. So it'd be interesting to see her on Big Brother, especially because her job has to do with like automating stock market stuff. So it's like she could like leave her job for a couple of months because it's all automated.
No, yeah, I think Liz is a great choice. We didn't see a lot of her from Co-Wrong. And like, yeah, I don't know. I think she would fit well. I don't know if she has that sort of rah-rah vibe that Big Brother typically sees, but she's pretty and like she's super smart. So I think she would do well if she can like fake the rah-rahness. So yeah. My next person is also someone who was voted out quite early of Survivor, and I have Mari from Millennials versus Gen X, and she was the professional gamer, and she was voted out first on Survivor. And I don't know, I think because she was voted out first, we didn't see any of her gameplay, but she's definitely probably very strategic from being a pro gamer. So I definitely want to see if she goes on Big Brother. I think she could do really well if she uses like that kind of mindset. I would be really interested to see if she is able to make alliances because that's what like effed her over the first time is not having the numbers.
Yeah, I think that's also really interesting just because I feel like we've talked about how Survivor themes like can influence alliances and stuff like that. And I feel like the fact that Big Brother like doesn't really have as strong of like themes or whatever, it might end up helping people who like were screwed over by their theme on Survivor.
Yeah, I agree.
So my third and last girl that I think should go on Big Brother is Allie Elliott. And she was voted off of this past season right before the merge. Everyone was talking about how she's robbed. I still kind of agree with them because I think she was like a pretty good strategist. And like basically all that screwed her over was the fact that Ryan wanted to go with Chrissy more than he wanted to go with Allie. And yeah, she's really pretty. I think that she definitely could fake the rah-rah thing or whatever, especially because she's a personal assistant to like a YouTuber or whatever. And we all know that YouTubers like kind of have that like face that they put up for their videos or whatever where they're like, OMG, I'm so happy about my life. So I feel like she definitely like would have a little bit of experience with the rah-rah, but I'm not sure. I think it would definitely be harder for her to get off for like a full 3 months to do Big Brother. I feel like just because like I feel like even a month and a half is a long time to be without a personal assistant, but like 3 months, like she basically have to quit her job.
Yeah, I think Allie, if she doesn't come back to Survivor, I think they should invite her back for a Survivor season because she was well liked by fans. She does seem very strategic, and so many people thought she would make it final three. I had her in my final three for the season. People thought she was going to go far, and to have her voted out pre-merge is totally sucky. So if she's not invited back for Survivor, like I think Big Brother, she could do really well. Like she's really pretty and she can strategize, and I think people are drawn to her. Like I would want to be in alliance with her.
Agreed. I totally want to be in an alliance with Allie.
Yeah, she seems trustworthy. And going on that, another person who seems very trustworthy, I have Brenda from Caramoan in Nicaragua. I think in these 2 seasons, she like used her looks a lot, and she was considered like a threat or a target, and she was good at Survivor. And I think she is sort of like Andrea. I was gonna put Andrea on my list, but then I was like, nah, I don't know. Andrea played 3 times. So I don't really want to like see her do more reality TV. So I was like, okay, Brenda is sort of like Andrea. I'd be really interested to see Brenda on Big Brother and like seeing how she can make an alliance because she has that sort of like quirky, fun, like sort of like ditzy kind of aura.
Yeah, and I think one of the things with Brenda also is like, I feel like she's also kind of like Eliza in the fact that like she never like she got far in the game, but she never really gained notoriety. I feel like as a Survivor player, like Survivor fans know who she is, but like if you walked up to her, like if you walked up to a random person on the street and was like, "Do you know this person?" They'd be like, what are you talking about?" So
yeah, people probably only know like Boston Rob, Parvati, and then Russell Hantz.
well, they also everyone still seems to know Hatch. So
yeah.
yeah.
So those four are super famous Survivor players. That rounds out our list of 12 Survivor players that we think should play Big Brother. Let us know if you have any males or females from any season of Survivor that you think would be good for Big Brother. Leave a comment below. We definitely love to hear it. Yeah, Alyssa and I, we filmed a lot of Survivor challenges recently, and those will start to be released soon. I'm thinking January 17th, our first Survivor DIY immunity challenge winner will be released. So stay tuned for that. Alyssa and I are both super excited for it. I think it'll be a really good video.
Yeah, and we had a lot of fun filming all of those videos just because it's just fun to like see how well we do if we were like actually on Survivor. So yeah.
Yeah, so that is this video. If you have any other video ideas you want to see us do, also let us know. Yeah.
Well, see you guys later. Bye.
Bye.